Welcome back, another tutorial video of Playfab login system. And basically last video we did lots of stuff, kind of like account create system, and we also saved some data of user. So in future we can use the auto save system or we can create. So in this video let's do that. The first thing we need to verify, like we need to get some data about our previous video that we created we are basically get some value from our text box. Then we are basically registered our player in Playfab with a custom email and pass with username. And once this thing done, it's basically saving that data. It's mean that the username, email and pass for future auto login, okay, in our local database, that is basically the player UID data. So if you go in our Playfab and just go to save, then save games, we found our UD save data. If we have some save data, if so, let's check that are these all valid data are it's valid or not. So for verify that, let's use a keyboard, that L key. So basically I want to first check that are we are basically what we are saving, are we have all the values like username, email or pass or not, because it's basically very neat. So then we'll be search that load game, and let's go load game by slot time. Also you can use the does save game exist or not, but for now I'm not using. So UD, then let's cast cast to our user data, cast to user data, and then from that we'll be basically get the username, then basically we'll be get our email and pass. Okay, so we have right now this, okay, and then let's create a string variable for now. I just need for now basically print string. I'm just duplicating that. So once this thing done, so let's just get a print string and simply connect it, so I can see that everything is working or not. Compile and save. Now let's go to main menu and let's play. And if I press L, it's saying that Sajjad as gmail.com. okay, it's not so much clear to understand. So for do that, what I do, basically just plug this and let's use our custom text box so we can understand more goodly. So if it's this, then for now it's the show in our data. So let's give here another space. Oh sorry, I want to give some space. Okay, now username, email and pass. Compile save. Let's check. L keyboard. Okay, our username has been come, that is Sajjad, and our email address and our pass. Okay, so everything is coming pretty much great. Okay, like yeah, everything is pretty much super great. It's have the data. Okay, now we are seeing that we have the data. So now let's make the auto login system. But before that, let's make the manual login system, that when the user manually inputs her username, email and pass, then if user press on login, it should be logging. So for do that, on press, okay, will be get on press, and then will be for now, then will be what will be do is basically whatever data is have at here, will basically simply copy that data. So simply duplicate, and then we'll be search that login, and once we search login, we found here that login with email address, and then on the button is pressed, will be do this. Then for request, we need to make that client, and if I split that, we found that we need to put our email and pass. So simply just connect your email and pass. We don't need the user name. Second, we found we need to give some custom events. So custom event that on log in, let's give it thing one more word, that on login done. And for this one, custom event on login failed. Okay, so from the request, if I break that thing, so we found some data about what is our last login time. Will we get it's a newly create or not, then Playfab ID, section ticket and etc mode. But we don't need this thing, we are just need the Playfab ID some of cases because it's need for user save data, but even we don't need also to save this data, because if I show you that we are saving a result data in our local database or local save game data. So if I show you that, if from the result, if I break that, you can see we are basically getting the same thing, but more that useful things like the ID, section ticket, and username. So this is enough block which are we already saved, so we don't need to save this thing. So we can basically just give a text that, yeah bro, you are logging 10, or I can log in 10. Okay, we can give a simple message. So for do that, let's do that. So first thing what we do is simply just copy this block code and simply paste it here, and then we don't need any data from here, so simply connect it like this. And then for the account create done, we'll be right here that login done, so user can understand, yep, this successful login. Okay, so once this login is done, now we can disable the maps for now. So what you can do, you can basically remove parent from remove from parent. So it's mean that it will be basically disable the UI, or it will be remove the UI from the map. Okay, and then we can basically spawn another level, kind of like our menu map, or even something more if we have. Okay, so compile save. So from that, let's give a return node head here that after login done. So we are basically have a data here that after login done, we can write any code from here. So it's meant that it will be launch, like we can open next level or etc more. We'll be do that later. For now, let's save. Okay, so this is if we are successfully login. So now for failed, we'll be simply do this stuff. So simply copy this line of code, and then from the error we can basically break it that. And then the error, the name, we don't need the error name, we just we need the error message and the message details, and connect it with this. So we'll be get enough information that why our login has been failed. Okay, so simply this is the simple login system or manual login system. So let's give it that login system, and let's give it the color this. Okay, so this is for our login system. Okay, that is pretty much looking great. Yep, it's totally looking great. Okay, so now we have our manual login system, so let's try with that. So for do that let's do that because we need to do. So I hope I didn't forget my password, so even we can check our password because we have data like the username is Sajjad, email address is Sajjad, and yeah, so let's write that. So if I write here Sajjad, and if I write here my email sajjad@gmail.com, and then password 123456789. I guess that is okay. Now if I press login, let's see what it say. Invalid email address or pass. Okay, I'm not sure why. Let's check again. What is the pass? 123456789. 1 2 3 4 5. Oh, 5. As you can see, I add one more number. Okay, now it should be login. Yep, login done. As you can see, it's removed from the parent. Okay, so everything is pretty much working great. Our login has been successfully, manual login has been done. Okay, so now our user has successfully can log in, which successfully can sync up. Okay, now we can basically do this thing. So now let's make basically the auto login system. So for create the auto login system, we need to create a custom event. So custom event that auto login. Okay, at auto login we'll be doing a sequence because in future we need that, that's why. Okay, so on auto login, it's basically pretty similar like the login, usual login, but at here what we do is basically we are basically manually paste this thing at here. Okay, so basically we'll be copy this whole code, or even you can do one more thing, I guess. If it's successfully logged in, so then we don't need any data, we just need a a action that it will be basically say that yep, login done, you can launch. Yep, I understand. So let's create a custom event here also, that try, let's give it name try auto login, and then we'll be simply connected with our this action. Okay, this is only for auto login. So now what will we do, we'll be basically just copy this line of code, duplicate, and connect it like this. But before do that, now we need to load some data. So first we search that save game, and here we will search first that are these UD save game is exist or not. If this thing is exist, we will be get a branch note that yep, it will exist. So at here, that from our load system will be basically do the same thing, just get all the information, like copy and paste it here and make it some more far and connect it true if you have that. So load that data, try to load that data, and then we don't need the username, we just need email and pass. And then once this thing done, then it should be logged in. And for the failed, I guess we can't connect with this node because this is already exist. Oh no, it can be worked. That's great. Okay, so even we can do this thing also, so let's do that. From success, let's connect it with this, so we don't need our auto custom login button. That's great. So let's make some pin because we want to make our code neat and clean for future understanding, okay, like that. Okay, now it's looking pretty much great. I hope so. Yep, look, very nice code, neat and clean code. Okay, so now it will be do the same process but for the auto login. Okay, so when the auto login will be work, it is depend on event begin play basically. So let's see where is our begin play. So yep, here is our begin play. So let's call that custom event on add here, that auto auto login. So we'll be call this function on event begin play. It try to basically auto log. If there's exist, it will be try to load that data, and if email and pass we have, it will be just try to log in. Okay, so compile and save. Okay, this is for our auto login system. So let's save that auto log in. Oh, let's give it right name, like a system. And for this color, let me give something like this. Okay, now also we do one more thing. Once the user sync up successfully, like on at here, if that successfully done on save data, what should we do is basically it will be execute automatically this stuff, that the auto login. So user don't need to, like after sync up, user don't need to press login, it will be automatically start auto login. So let's basically what to do, simply just copy this node and paste it after the save game data. So it will be execute the auto login custom event automatically. So we use after the sync up, user don't need to press manually login, it will be auto logging for her or him. Okay, so this is the basically the auto login system. Now let's test that are it's working or not. And also we'll do one more thing that I guess it should be do automatically. Let's try first. Yep, auto login has been done. As you can see, it's login. So let's do one more thing, let's make the UI more cool for the auto login, that if it's auto login, so at that time it will be basically what it will do, it will be basically simply disable this all the buttons and etcs, and it will be appeared that, oh bro, okay, so your auto login has been now working, please wait. Okay, kind of like that. So for do that, simply get this text box and let's give it write some text that auto login please please wait. Then after with this text we'll give a message and let's give it name auto log txt. Okay, then we found a cr, I guess it's circle loading or whatever it is. Yep, this one. Let's give it that 100, so it should be look great, you know, it will be look great more. Let's give it, put it manual at here on the middle. So yep, we basically need these two things. So once our auto login is doing these two thing will be appear and others will be disappear. Okay, like the username box and whatever is button. So for do that, let's go to event begin play, and on the auto login has execute, it will be try to basically, you know, it will be try to disappear that stuff. So first thing what will we do, will be get the auto text log and the circle text log, and will be do basically set visibility, and then will be set if it's try to first of all auto login. Okay, if it's basically fail to do, like after that, you know, first time it will be try to do, but if it's fail it will basically set that hidden. Okay, and then we need duplicate version, that if it's successful, if it's visible, then for others buttons it will be basically hide, and if it's hide, then for other button it will be visible. Like now we need to get our text box, paste id button, login button, logout button, the password text button, sync up button, user id, username text box. We have lots of button, guys. Okay, now let's connect it all of them. It will be take a while to set up because there's a lots of button we created, and because we have lots of system, brother, we are creating an advanced mechanism, not a a simple mechanism. It's looking like a Spider-Man net. Okay, now it should be work for the auto login system, because once it will be tried to execute, it will be visible, and for other it will be disabled. But once it say that no, there's no save game data we have, it will be automatically hide this thing, two thing, and it will be basically visible this two thing. Also with that, if it successfully cast that and it's loading, so at that time let's give a wait time, because I don't want that once it's get like suddenly it will be login and go. So let's give a time, so it will be wait. So let's give it 2 seconds. Let's click on play. So you can see it's auto login, so please wait. Okay, it's working basically. Let's give it 3 milliseconds. Let's check out T. Okay, 3, but let's give here one more. Right, not this one, this one. Yep, it's looking great. Oh, there's WTE, I guess, if I'm not wrong. WATE, wait. What? I forgot this wait spelling. Oh my god. WITE, wait. Wait. What the heck, guys? I forget the wait spelling. IT or WAIT. WAIT. Now it's looking great. I forget, so sometimes I forget the spelling. Okay, it's auto login, so please wait. Yeah, we are waiting, and yep, once this successfully login, it will be appear. Okay, now let's also try this thing up once, that after the thing about it's auto login or not. So for do that, we need to first remove our user save data, and now let's check that if we don't have, it should be disable that. auto login, please wait. Yeah, we are waiting. We don't have that, so it should be execute and disable that. So why it's not appearing? It's not should take that time. Let's see that what is the issue. If it's if there's a branch, yep, we don't have anything, so it should be, also if it's cast fail, it should be do this, like it will be should be disable that. Visible, yeah. Okay, everything is pretty much thing right here. Okay, so as you can see, the appear is not working. I'm not sure that why it's not working. Let's get a print string that what happened. It's not executing that. No, as you can see, it's saying that hello, it's executing, but that hidden data not, it's not visible. Why? You should guys visible. Why you're not visible? Set hidden. Okay, it's hide, but it should be visible. Set vi set visibility. Let's use for this one, visible. Sometimes I don't understand why the codes are not work properly, because you can see that it should be work, because yeah, how it's working, because even it's not disabling or hide this stuff. The auto logged in, there's some issue at here on the sequencer. Okay, let me add the sequencer. After then, if does this thing is exist or not, depends on that sequencer will be work. Okay, sequencer will be work. If it's failed, so or it cards failed, it will be basically hide that saved. Okay, now let's try to do. Yep, hello, now this time it's working. Okay, there's some issue I guess in our auto login, that's why it's not working at some time ago, but as you can see now I have that. Okay, now let's manually create an account for my test ID. Like, let's give it name a weird email with a weird pass with you, a weird, everything is weird. Let's pressing up. Auto login done, account create done, auto login, please wait. Okay, everything is working guys, so you can see it's everything is pretty much working, and after that it will be automatically logged. Try to log. Yep, as you can see our auto login system has been done with Sigma. Okay, after that it will auto login. So guys, that's all in this video. In next video we'll be create the guest login system and auto guest login system and the logout system. So I hope you understand this video and understand all the logics. If you still have some question, let me know in the comment box, and also please share this video as much as possible, because in YouTube there's no video available on about this clearly. So I hope you understand. If you didn't understand anything, so let me know in the comment box. I try to remake the videos. Thank you so much for watching. Just love you all. Bye bye, see you in the next video.